for today, optional weights, and we'll get started lying on our back. Okay, knees bent, feet flat. I'm going to start with a round of breath. Take a nice full inhale. And just an easy exhale, sigh it out. Okay, do another like that. Big inhale. And an exhale. Okay, now bring attention to your pelvis. And I want you to think of the rim of your pelvis is your two hip bones there on the front of the pelvis, your pubic bone, and then at the base on the back is your tailbone. Right, so just some pelvic tilts. Root through your feet. Okay, think of, just to start, you're in a neutral position. So your hip bones and your pubic bone shine directly towards the ceiling. And I just want you to rock your pelvis back and think of your pubic bone reaching for your nose. Your low back smashes down to the mat. Okay, don't let your shoulders come up by your ears and don't squeeze your glutes or clench your glutes. Everything is relaxed. And then take your pelvis the other way. Think of the pubic bone reaching between your inner thighs. Right now you'll feel a bigger arch in your low back. So do that a few more times. Roll the pelvis back. This is your posterior tilt. You're tucking the tailbone. Keep even weight through your feet. And then take it the other way. Almost think of gently arching your low back. Anterior tilt. Pubic bone through the inner thighs. Okay, do that again. Tuck the tailbone. And then untuck the tailbone. Okay, come to neutral. So think of halfway in between those two movements. Reach your arms straight up towards the ceiling. Reach through your ring finger and pull your shoulder blades just broad down the back. Front of the chest is open. Okay, press all 10 toes down, the heels down. Tuck your tailbone and roll yourself up, okay, into a bridge. Instead of lifting the hips, think of reaching your knees out. So yes, your hips lift, but emphasize the knees reaching over your toes. Reach out through the back of your head. Keep your arms where they are and just roll yourself back down. Bone by bone. Untuck the tailbone at the bottom. Inhale. Exhale. Keep the distance between the knees the same and roll yourself up. Right, hold at the top. Really feel the entire back of the body engage. Try to knit the front of your rib cage together and then roll back down. Abdominals are wrapping around the spine. Help you control that movement down. Do one more. Inhale. Exhale up. Okay, now from here, just open your arms out to the side. Let them hover right above the floor. Just feel a stretch through the front of your chest. And then exhale, reach your arms right back up to where they came from. Okay, hips stay the same height. Inhale, open your arms. Exhale, they come back up. Inhale. I want you to think of, imagine dragging your heels back towards your seat. Feel the back of the legs light up. Open, close, open, close. Broaden through the front of the chest. Meet with your arms up and just lift your hips up an inch. Hold. Feel right where the glutes and the hamstrings meet, sort of come together, and then just sort of release. So your hips might lower an inch. Lift, tuck your tailbone, feel the glutes turn on, and then just release an inch, right? So it's just a tiny little lift up, but slow and controlled. Up and down. Make sure you're not rolling to the outer edges of your feet. You want your arches to be lifted. So think of pressing right underneath your pinky toe and right underneath your big toe down into the mat. 5, 4, right, just lifting your hips an inch. 3, 2, 1, hold. Imagine someone's pulling your fingers towards the ceiling. Resist that pull and lower yourself down. Okay, take your arms out to the side. Take your legs to tabletop. Glue your legs together. Press the back of your hands down. Let your knees go to the right. Look to the left. Keep your left shoulder down. Exhale, come through center. To the left, look to the right. Exhale, center. to the right, center, to the left. Right, set the feet down. Take your hands behind your head. Have your legs, all of your knees, your inner thighs, your feet together. Remember, neutral position. Lift your elbows up off the mat a few inches so you can see them. Take a big inhale, 360 degrees, so ribs back, belly expands. And then exhale, think of knitting the ribs. Imagine you're blowing out candles, and then lift your chest. Look between your inner thighs, and then lower down. Inhale. Start your exhale, and then lift your chest. Inhale down. Right, think of exhaling from the bottom up. So inner thighs, pelvic floor, low belly, then the ribs push down towards your hips. And then inhale into the back of the body as you lower down. Exhale up. Blow out your candles, and then lower down. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. One more, you're gonna lift and hold. Take an inhale up, and then exhale, lift your left leg to tabletop. Another inhale, hips are level. Exhale, lift the right. Okay, for some marches, as you inhale, keep the angle behind the left knee the same. Lower your left foot down. Exhale, lift. Let's stay on the left side. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Think of sending your ribs towards your hips as you blow the air out. One more. Switch, go to the right, down. Exhale, up. Down. Exhale, up. Front of the chest, open, down. Lift. 3, 2, 1. Both feet down. Set the head down. All right. Now both legs to tabletop. So reach your arms straight up. From here, take an inhale. Exhale, lift up and hold. Right, relax the chin. Think of right underneath your bra line, tucking underneath your chest to lift you up. Okay, arms up. Let's twist to the right. Extend your left leg. Hold. Inhale through center. Chest stays the same height and twist. Okay, so you're extending that opposite leg. It's like crisscross, but we're doing it with our arms out in front of us. So really reach outside of that bent leg. And then keep your chest that height as you go through the middle. Think of your opposite rib going towards your opposite hip as you twist. Exhale. Exhale. One more each side. Come to center and rest. Okay, keep your legs together. Lift your hips up into a bridge. Okay, now I just want you to open your knees out a little wider than hip width distance. Feel your glutes turn on, and then pull your inner thighs together. Squeeze your inner thighs, and then open the knees out. Knees come back together. Open, close. If this does not feel okay for your knees, separate your feet a few inches. 6. Emphasize that pull back to the center. All right, so as your inner thighs connect, your low belly scoops down. 4, 3, 2, hold this position with the legs together. Lift your hips up for 8. Little lifts up. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lower down. Okay, separate your feet to about hip width distance. Inhale. Exhale, articulate up. Okay, so you're going to do your marches here. Inhale, hips stay level. Exhale, left leg to tabletop. Let's stay on this side. Lower the left foot down. Exhale, lift. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Think of hugging your right knee in towards the midline. Make sure your right knee doesn't sway out to the side. 4, Exhale to lift. 3, 2, lift and hold. 8 little lifts up. 8. Feel that right glute turn on. 7, 6, 5. Hips level. 4, 3, 2, 1. Set the left foot down. Lower your hips down. And we'll switch. Lift up. Left foot roots down. Right leg to tabletop. Lower it down and lift. Hinging at that hip joint. Lift. Chin away from the chest. Press the shoulders down evenly. 4, 3, 2, hold. 8 lifts up. 8, 7, 6. Go slow and controlled. 4, 3, 2, 1. Set the foot down and roll down. Reach both legs out. Flex both feet. Lift your right leg up, straight up towards the ceiling. Point your right toes. Let's do your leg circles. Cross your right leg across your body. Then go down, around, and lift. Inhale to the side, exhale, down, around, and lift. Out, down, around, and lift. 4, down, around, and lift. 3, remember hip bones and pubic bones shine towards the ceiling. 2, 1 more. Reverse, out to the right, down, around, and lift. Out, down, around, and lift. Out, down, around, and lift. Down and up. 2 more. Use your exhale to lift your leg back up to 90 degrees. Bend to tabletop, find a stretch. Cross the right leg across your body, little twist. Look to the right. Come back to center. Right leg out. Flex the right foot. Lift the left leg up. Okay, so your sacrum, your tailbone stays evenly anchored to the mat. Almost imagine you're sitting on a scale. You have to keep the weight even from left to right. Point the left toes, cross your body, down, around, and up. Out, down, around, and up. So just want to imagine the head of your thigh bone just moving deep into its socket. Okay, the pelvis stays level, just the top of the leg moving. 3 more, down, exhale, up. Down, exhale, up. 1 more. Okay, really stamp that right heel into the mat, the right back of the thigh into the mat. That's your anchor. Reverse. Down, around, and lift. Down, around, and lift. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 more. And lower the left leg down. Okay, let's reach your arms straight up. Take an inhale as you lift your head, your chest, and then exhale, roll yourself all the way up. Forward fold at the top for a moment. Okay, take a few rounds of breath here. All right, as you inhale, try to expand the back of the body. And then just exhale. Another one, inhale. And exhale. Okay, now option to grab your weights. If you have any pelvic floor or core dysfunctions, do not use weights for this, okay? Just use your body weight. We'll be doing just half roll downs. Knees are bent, feet are flat, arms out in front of you. Start tall and neutral, and then as you exhale, roll down, tuck the pelvis, come down about halfway, keep pressing your feet down, and then roll yourself back up, sit tall. Inhale at the top, exhale down. Roll back up. Okay, inhale down, and let's exhale up. Right, so just a 2-part breath. Little bend in your elbows. Find a little pause at the bottom, and then pull your ribs underneath of you to lift yourself back up. 4, and up. Front of the chest stays open. Shoulder blades wide and low on the back. Let's roll down in pies. I want you to bend your left elbow by your side like a row and twist to the left. Come through center. Keep this scoop, this C-like curved position of your spine. Go to the right, center, exhale, left, center, right, center, left. Try not to let the hips, the pelvis, the knees move, just from the ribs up. Center, right, center, left, center. Last one to the right. Arms out in front of you, take an inhale. Straighten your legs, roll forward and forward fold at the top. Release the head, the neck. Okay, let's come back up. Knees bent, roll down. Now from here, as you inhale, open your arms out to a T. Exhale, pull the ribs together. Think of gently pulling the belly button away from the inside of your shirt. Open, exhale, close. Right, it's not just the belly button pulling back, it's the entire abdominal wall, right, contracting evenly. So notice if you're just sort of cinching at your belly button, think of more of an even contraction, right, lower than the belly button. The space between the hip bones. 4, 3, 2, 1. Legs straight, roll forward. Rest for a moment. Okay, come back up. Knees bent. Let's bend the elbows wide and touch your knuckles together. Inhale, exhale down. I want you to twist to the left. Come through center, straighten your arms. Re-bend the elbows to where you came from, twist to the right. Center, arms straight. Bend, left, center, arms straight, knuckles touch, twist right, center, straight, bend, twist, center, straight, bend, twist, center, straight, bend, twist, center. Last one, go to the right, come center, straighten your arms, straighten your legs. Forward fold. Okay, let's come back up. Take your feet, your hips about mat width distance. Flex your feet, keep the weights in your hands. Okay, bend your elbows by your side, palms face your feet. You're just gonna reach your arms up as you inhale. Grow as tall as you can. Keep this length in your spine. Imagine the crown of the head stays where it is. Just bend your elbows right back by your side. Inhale, reach. Exhale, bend. Inhale, exhale. Pull your elbows by your side. Think of your shoulder blades coming together on your back. Reach, bend. You can always reverse the breath, whatever feels most natural. Okay, but remember when you exhale, that's when you find that low belly contraction. Your crown of the head stays stacked over your tailbone. Think of almost trying to lift your sit bones up off the mat. So that's how tall you are. 3, 2. Okay, reach your arms up. Open your arms out to a T. Close your arms together in front of your chest, about shoulder width distance, and then open your arms. Imagine you're pressing your head back into a wall and dig your heels down into the mat. Pull your toes back towards your knees. As you close your arms, close your ribs. As you open your arms, expand your ribs to the side. 5, 4. Remember, you can do this with no weights. 3, 2, 1. Okay? Now bend your elbows back by your side. Turn your palms to face the ceiling. Extend your arms out a few inches, but keep the bend in your elbows. Reach your arms overhead, and then just lower your arms down. So it's the same shape of the arms the whole time. Right? As your arms lift, shoulder blades go away from one another. As your arms lower, shoulder blades come towards one another. Okay, focus on your mid-back. Be mindful you don't arch too much in the rib cage as you lift your arms. 2. One more. And lower the weights down. Take your hands to your shins, your ankles, your knees. Have a flat back. Think of pulling your legs back towards you. So just get a little resistance there. Lift your chest and just breathe. Okay, now come to lie onto your right side. We're gonna go all the way down. You can either sort of have your hand propping up your head, or you can rest your head down on your arm. Okay, take your legs a few inches in front of you. So crown of the head over the tailbone, but then your legs are just slightly out at a diagonal. Okay, lift your top foot up. You're just gonna brush your leg forward, kick 1, 2, and then you're gonna pull your leg back behind you without falling back. Your hips stay squared. You brush forward, 1, 2. I like to exhale to kick back. Inhale, inhale, exhale, back. Inhale, inhale, exhale, back. In, exhale, back. Try to keep your bottom leg, bottom thigh, bottom hip completely rooted to the mat. Think of your right waistline staying long. 2 more. Forward, forward, back. Forward, forward, back. Hold. Upper body stays still. Just kick your left leg back an inch and then release it an inch. So do little presses back with that left leg. Really feel that glute catch. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Brush your leg halfway forward. Do 8 lifts up. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Circle forward. Just a little circle forward about the size of a plate. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Circle back. 8, 7. Think of lifting that leg up as you circle up. 3, 2, 1. Sweep your leg back behind you. Okay, your hips stay level. Kick your left heel towards your glute and then just re-extend your leg straight. So not so much kick, just bend at that knee and then re-extend the leg out. Okay, that left thigh stays completely still, shines forward. Okay, bend and extend. 3 more. Bend and extend. Last one. Bend and extend. Okay, now have both legs together. You're in one long line. You can lie all the way down. Take your right ear towards your bicep if you're not there already. Reach your left leg up. And then take your right leg off the mat to meet the left. Okay, so you're keeping your left leg about hip height and you're lifting your right leg up to meet it. Okay, you're using those right obliques to help lift your right inner thigh up. The entire right side of the body. Chin away from the chest. Fuse your exhale. Okay, almost think of a corset around the waist. And as you lift your right leg, the corset gets a little tighter. Right, try not to collapse in your waistline though. Right, you're still tall. 3, 2, 1. Now have both legs lifted. You're just gonna flutter kick your feet back and forth. Okay. Try to get the glutes on, hips level. 8, 7, 6. Reach all the way out through your toes. Make your waistline longer. 3, 2, 1. Lower the legs down. Okay, just take your left knee, take your left foot to the floor. Just find a little stretch. You can push that left hip, left thigh out. Okay, and then let's switch. So lie on your left side, either propped up on your hand, your elbow, or all the way down, legs out in front of you. Okay, imagine the spine just sort of being parallel to the back edge of your mat. You can have right hand to hip or floor. Right leg lifts. You brush forward, forward, pull back and just hold. Make sure you don't fall back. Keep that bottom foot pressing into the mat. Forward, forward, pull back. Inhale, inhale, exhale, back. Inhale, inhale, exhale, back. As you kick your right leg back, think of pulling your belly button out through your low back. Okay, think of the space between your hip bones broadening, and then think of the front of your rib cage going down towards your hips. 4, 3, check in with the shoulders. 2, 1, hold back, do little presses back. 8, to make sure as you kick back, your upper body doesn't go forward. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, brush halfway forward. 8 lifts up. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, circle back. 8. Imagine there's a cactus underneath your left waist and you have to lift your ribs, your obliques away from the mat. 3, 2, 1, circle forward or reverse your circle, whichever way you didn't go, for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, press back. Okay, now just with control, imagine you're moving through honey, right heel reaches towards your right glute, right thigh stays still, and then just extend that right leg back out. You bend, feel the glute, the hamstring turn on, and then slowly re-extend that right knee. Bend, low belly scoops, and extend. 4 more, bend, little hamstring curl. Imagine that right thigh is just completely stuck in space. 2, 1 more. Go out straight. Okay, lower both legs down. Take your left head all the way down to your arm. You're in one long line. Right hand can be in front of your belly, your waist. Lift both legs up. Right leg up, hip height. Lift the left leg up to meet the right, and then lower it down. So inner thighs and abdominals as you exhale. Exhale up. Okay, reach all the way out through your toes. See how long you can make that right thigh, right hip really extend all the way out. And imagine there's like a flashlight on your pubic bone shining directly out in front of you. 5, 4, exhale, 3, 2, 1, flutter kick your legs. Right. Nice and controlled. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lower down. Bend that right knee. Take your right foot in front of you. Give it a little pull, a little press. Okay, and then let's come up to a down dog position. Okay, do a few hip circles. So let's take your left leg straight up and then bend your left heel towards your glute and then lead with it your inner knee, your inner left knee, and do a few circles in reverse. Okay, set that foot down. Let's switch. Same thing. Circle through the right hip. Reverse. Okay, now in your down dog position, you want to make sure your hands are shoulder width distance, feet are about hip width distance. Okay, and then we're going to come forward to a plank. Shoulders over your wrist. Imagine you could pull the mat apart with your hands and then reach back through the inner edges of your feet. Okay, just hold your plank here. Now I want you to lift your left foot up, kick your left heel towards your glute, extend the left leg out, set it down. Lift the right, kick towards the glute, straight, set it down. Just like we did on our sideline leg series, so keep going. Keep your gaze out in front of you. Keep pressing the floor away. Now in this position, the flashlight on your pubic bone shines directly down towards the mat. Do one more each side. To the left, to the right. Both feet down, down dog. Come forward. Walk your right hand a little past your right shoulder. Come to a side plank. Okay, from here, lift your left leg up. Kick your left heel towards your glute. Extend it out. Lower it down, just 3. Left leg up, bend, extend, left leg down. Up, bend, extend, left leg down, left hand down, down dog. Come forward. Left hand beyond the left shoulder. Roll towards the outer edges of your feet. Right hand up, press the floor away. Right leg lifts. Kick to your glute. Extend it out with control. Lower it down. Lift. Kick, resist. Straighten it out. Lower it down. One more. Lift. Kick. Straighten out. Lower down. Right hand down. Down dog. Now step your right foot between your hands. Take your left knee to the mat. You can untuck your left toes. Let's frame your right foot. Try to lift your chest as much as you can. Try to get your hips squared. Release the left hip flexors, left thigh, left quad. Then reach your right arm straight up. And breathe. Your right hand down, down dog, and switch. Frame the foot, top of the right foot flat. Try to hug your left hip in and get your right hip to come forward a little more. And then left hand up, little twist. Try to twist from about the ribs up. Keep hugging that left knee and left hip in. Left hand down, down dog. Then let's walk your hands back towards your feet. Put a little bend in your knees, nod your head up and down. Try to spread the mat with your feet. And then you're gonna restack the spine, slowly roll yourself up. Head comes up last. Roll your shoulders down, and then there you go.